Welcome, filmmakers, fans, and friends, to the all-new Indie Cinema Showcase. I'm Matt Doolittle.
And I'm Allison Walter. Together, we're going to bring you the best and brightest in local independent cinema.
Each episode will highlight different aspects of independent filmmaking, be that an actual genre, the role of key crew members, or various outlets and resources for filmmakers to utilize in their productions.
We will then discuss the ins and outs with our industry guests, both in front of and behind the camera, travel up and down Central Florida visiting film sets and film festivals, while also spotlighting some Florida-made films that we feel deserve the attention.
On today's show, our guest is Agent Black, head of the Ultimate Effects Nerd team. We will also take a look at Abysmal Entertainment's newest horror trailer, Doomsday County. Then, later on in the show, we will visit Spooky Empire's Mayhem and speak with Cleve Hall, star of the hit sci-fi show, Monster Men.
All right, let's get things started with our Show Us Your Shorts film. Three friends watching a zombie film meet their own terrifying encounter when a mysterious pamphlet-wielding group invades the suburbs bent on spreading their message. The film is entitled Witness and is directed by William M Malone. Hope you enjoy.
What's the plot of this thing again?
You know, I've seen it like 4 times already, and I still can't figure it out. Yeah. Speaking of which, I hate to say it, but I really gotta get going.
We just started the movie.
Yeah, that's why I gotta get going.
It's that bad, and you're gonna make us watch it. Alright, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright.
Back. Hit the lights.
What's going on?
Come on, get out of there. Oh my god. What are they doing?
A damn cult's back brainwashing people.
You've been watching too many movies.
No, I'm serious.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Why am I freaking out?
It's those damn pamphlets they're holding. Look, watch what happens.
I don't want to have to read pamphlets. Oh no. Run.
Oh, I don't have time for this.
Look, everybody, stay quiet. Get away from the windows.
Ridiculous.
Is anyone home? Are you happy with your life? You can run and hide from us, but you can't hide from God. We can see you in there.
This is stupid. I'm leaving.
Go!
Hi.
They're closing in on him like sharks.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. No! They're gonna get us all!
Where the hell are you going? doing?
I can't become one of those things.
Just relax, all right? If you're quiet, they can't hear us, they can't see us. It'll be fine. Just relax.
No, I can't handle this. I'm sorry.
No, wait!
Your garage door was open. Is everything all right?
I brought snacks.
These cupcakes are amazing.
He must be saved. You must understand, we're only trying to help you. We have many stories that can help you along your new path. Your path to enlightenment. Some kind of party going on? Go, go!
Once again, that was Witness, directed by William M Malone. Now, with each episode, we like to give our own thoughts in the popcorn gallery and offer feedback about the films we showcase. To help us with this, we've invited some of our industry guests who have worked in the field, from fellow actors, producers, and directors. Our very own Christina Carmona is in the ICS viewing room. So let's check in with her and see what they thought about Witness. Christina?
Thanks, Allison. We're here at the beautiful Enzion Theater in Maitland. And with me on the panel, I have AJ Nickel.
Hi.
Kyle Snavely.
Hello.
And Christopher Collins.
How you doing?
We've just watched Witness. I thought this was a fun film. What'd you guys think?
I thought it was wonderful. Especially, because I know most of the people in there, but
cool.
And actually seeing them in a comedy is great, because when you meet them offset, they're totally joking around all the time.
Yeah.
I really love the Mormons.
Yeah.
Biking by, like,
that was great.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? It was just like, that's perfect.
What about you, Kyle?
It was good. The concept was great. Really funny twist of, the classic cliche zombie film. Technical side, there were a couple issues with the audio at the beginning. You could hear the cuts a little bit, crossfades, but you could tell that they had a great time on the set.
Yeah.
The editing was good. I think it could have been cut a little bit faster just to keep the pace up. But all in all, I mean, it was a very entertaining film.
Yeah, definitely. Chris?
Well, I think that it's sort of like, it reminds me of the film Near Dark, where it's like, it's a zombie movie without the zombies. And I love that, you know, it sort of takes itself kind of seriously, but not really. And so, only thing I didn't really care for was that it doesn't flow, like Cal said. You know, there's that one shot where he's looking at the bottle and it takes way too long. Like, I feel like it should be moving where, you know, but other than that, it's really great and it's really funny. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So writing a comedy, I feel sometimes is really hard because everybody finds something different that's funny. So, I mean, as far as the humor, do you think everybody could get that kind of humor?
And my Mormon friends would be offended. In the sense that, I'm kidding, no, they wouldn't. Like, I mean, there's a lot of elements to comedy, you know, and especially timing, you know, like you said, you know, making sure it flows and stuff. Yeah, that timing can be an issue that's just hard to guess. Like, okay, how should we approach this? You know,
comedies are the toughest. Yeah. You know, I've written a couple of comedy films, and I can tell you from personal experience, it is so nerve-wracking when you finally put the film out there. And yeah, I mean, are they going to laugh? I really want them to laugh here.
You found it funny. You want everybody else to find
that's the thing. I mean, it's one of those things. It's the hardest thing, but it's also the most rewarding because you know you're able to put out your work and people are able to appreciate it, and that's a great feeling. And so yeah, I mean, these guys should definitely feel good about themselves being able to pull off something that is funny, you know, and that's not easy. Like you said, it's not easy.
It's tough. What about you think?
And another thing is that, you know, your brand of humor doesn't exactly mesh with everyone else's brand of humor. So I like that they went with the sort of horror comedy approach because it's sort of an easier pill to swallow. You know, some people might not find, you know, Mormons going around is funny, but people have been in that situation where they're like, should I open the door? Should I not open the door? You know, and
I think
so
we've all had that kind of person come to the door. We're like,
oh yeah,
I'll totally not open the door. I mean,
grandparents, family, mother-in-law, anyone you know.
All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
No
I still don't know why I was here, so.
Do you validate?
yeah, my car's parked out front. I'm trying to get that fixed.
I don't have any money.
From the Andy, back to you guys.
Thanks, guys. To learn more about William M Malone, visit his website at themfeelings.com. When we come back from the break, we'll be talking with the head of the Ultimate Effects Nerd Team, Agent Black. And then we'll check out the Abysmal Entertainment's newest horror trailer, Doomsday County. So stick around.
I'm Cleve Hall from Sci-Fi Channel's Monster Man. You are watching Indie Cinema Showcase. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to ICS. In 1895, Alfred Clark created what is commonly accepted as the first ever motion picture special effect called the stop trick. The 90s saw an explosion of computer-generated image, or CGI, which took special effects to a whole new level. Today, there is a growing movement to merge practical effects and CGI, and our next guest is leading the charge. So for this episode's Industry Insight segment, all the way from his remote island in the South Pacific, we're very happy to have with us Agent Black. Thanks for being here, Agent Black.
Pleasure's mine.
So the Ultimate Effects Nerd Team, for those who aren't familiar, you know, can you give us a little background on your team? And all that you can, of course.
Sadly, most of that information has been deemed classified, but what I can tell you is that we're an elite legion of award-winning makeup, special effects, and creature effects makeup artists.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the projects you've worked on in the past? Is that something you can share?
Yes, absolutely. Some locations and productions that agents of the Ultimate Effects Nerd Team have been dispatched to recently are the upcoming film The Hobbit, The Man of Steel, and films such as The Men in Black, that just came out, Men in Black 3, TV shows such as The Walking Dead, American Horror Story, and Saturday Night Live, all of which have been nominated this year for Emmy Awards for makeup and or prosthetics.
Many in our audience are working on a very limited budget, and they're trying to keep everything cheap. So if they were to put together a survival kit, as you have, what would you say are some must-haves to have in their survival kit?
As a filmmaker, I wouldn't suggest building a kit. I would suggest hiring a professional. Just as if we would not carry extra lenses for a cinematographer or lighting rigs for the lighting director, we suggest that you hire a professional makeup and/or special effects artist for your project. The image and the look of the film is driven entirely by the way the actors and the characters look in your projects. So it's definitely not a place to skimp. There are plenty of folks that are starting out that are willing to work on deferred payment for the credit.
I was going to ask about CGI is a huge part of film today. Can practical effects and CGI coexist peacefully in the film world?
Absolutely. They actually both excel when they are put in a synergistic situation where they're playing off each other and augmenting each other. Most of the more popular films that are a perfect example of where the two can live together harmoniously is films like Jurassic Park, the new Dark Knight, the new Batman movie. These are films where the practical effects and the CGI are nearly
seamless.
Seamless, yeah, absolutely.
Now, if someone wanted to learn the world and the magic of the effects, what would they have to do to join your elite team?
Well, there are, the internet's a great resource these days, and there's a ton of schools around the country and around the world that give you a glimpse of what this industry is about and prepare you for the industry. Doing student films, smaller films, no-budget films, and getting that experience on set is key. Practice, practice, practice is always, just like everything else, is key. When you're ready, we'll find you.
You go out, you track them down, and...
Absolutely.
Okay.
So how can a regular old filmmaker just out of school summon one of your special effects team?
We're stationed all over the world. We have 250 makeup artists, special effects artists, and creature effects artists all over the world, ready to be dispatched to any project.
So we're not limited to Hollywood?
No, not at all.
And one last question, Agent Black. Of course, and I think we've all been wanting to know, what's in the briefcase?
This interview's over. We gotta go. Let's go.
Wait,
interview's over.
Sorry.
I just had one more.
Interview's over.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It just had one more question.
Okay. Well, to learn more about the Ultimate Effects Nerd Team, visit their website at ultimateeffectsnerdteam.com if you can find them.
Well, as Agent Black heads back to an undisclosed area of the world, we'll be taking a break. But don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll check out the latest trailer from Abysmal Entertainment and also travel to the Mayhem Horror Convention. So stay tuned.
If you would like to be a guest, have something to promote, or have your film featured on our show, please visit our website, IndieCinemaShowcase.com, and download the release form, or email us at icstv@yahoo.com. Welcome back to Indie Cinema Showcase. In the tradition of creep show and grindhouse-style films, our next trailer incorporates 4 short stories that take place in one town. A town that is overrun with zombies, vampires, and a mad scientist, and it's up to a select few to try and keep order. So for this episode's feature, we bring you Doomsday County. Let's check it out.
The reports of violence outbreaking in Doomsday County have been confirmed.
You want to be really careful with these. They're actually filled with a poisonous gas. Is that guy serious?
Find out! Now! Some sort of alien-looking creatures have seemingly invaded!
This is crazy. This is nuts.
I did not have destroy invading aliens, kill my girlfriend, and save the planet on my to-do list!
Not on this day.
Bye now.
Now it's time for our final segment we call On Location with ICs. In this episode, we visit Spooky Empire's Mayhem Horror Convention and speak with Cleve Hall, star of the hit sci-fi channel show Monster Man.
Hey everyone, it's Christina Carmona from Indie Cinema Showcase. I am at Spooky Empire's Mayhem Weekend. And let me just tell you, I'm a little freaked out. Tell us a little bit about the Spooky Empire, how it started, a little bit of history.
Spooky Empire started 10 years ago in Fort Lauderdale. We used to do a show in Fort Lauderdale, and we outgrew kind of the town, so we brought it to Orlando 3 years after we started in Fort Lauderdale, and it just started growing and growing.
What's the biggest difference between this one and the one in October?
The one in October is more horror related. This is more fun, mayhem. It's something to get us to the October, you know, because we all want to, start drinking and partying, and we all miss each other. So we all need to get back together.
Very cool. So we've heard that the Wyndham is not going to have the Spooky Empire here anymore. So what's next? What's going to happen?
This is our last show at the Wyndham, and then we're moving to the Hilton Orlando, right down the street, the one with the lazy river and the pools and everything like that. And we can't wait to move. We're looking very forward to going to the new hotel.
Very nice. So if anybody wants to find out anything about the Spooky Empire, anything like that, where can they find that information?
You can go to www.spookyempire.com or go to our Facebook and just type in Spooky Empire, and you can always find us. We're all over the place.
How are you?
Awesome. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. So how did you get involved with special effects?
Well, with the special effects, let's see. When I was a kid, my mother loved monster movies, and I hated babysitters, so she ended up having to take me with her. So I was like 1 year old going to see Mothra and Gorgo, but it was in 65-ish when I saw Godzilla vs. The Thing, my first Godzilla film, and that was it.
All right, so being that we're in a digital film world, how has that affected your work? Has it made it any easier, any harder?
It made it, well, nearly impossible to, the 80s was the golden age of the made-for-VHS horror films, the independent horror scene, we call it. Some people call it low-budget horror, but we prefer independent horror. But we had there was actual physical cases that you sold to Blockbuster and to Hollywood Video. Same thing with the DVDs. Now there's no longer that. Those are closed. You have 2 cases. You go to Netflix, and that's for the whole country. Everything's going digital. I don't know how you make money off it anymore, but people are still making the movies, thank God.
What would you say to someone who was looking to get into the makeup effects and the practicals?
Have a backup plan. Definitely have a backup plan. I've gotten so many letters from people who are saying this show is inspiring them, and it means so much to me that people are starting to sculpt again. People who thought about getting into this business and then took a regular job. That was probably the smart thing to do. But there's, with the product now, the way that cameras are, you can shoot a film with your phone practically HD. If you want to make something, make it with your hands, shoot it, get it on YouTube, whatever. You still have, creative outlet. None of us are making a fistload of money at this stuff, but we're at least making monsters still.
Do we know if there's going to be a season 2?
Well, here's the thing about that. I'm hoping, but I was really thrown for a loop when they Sci-Fi put us on opposite the new season of South Park. Highest rated show on cable, I might add, and we didn't get the numbers we were hoping to have. We did steadily go up in the ratings, but people were DVRing us. I have so many people love this show. So many kids love this show. I am now the goth Mr. Rogers. So many little children just absolutely love us. This is the show. When I was a kid, I would have flipped. Because back then I was looking through Famous Monsters of Filmland looking for any picture that showed it behind the scenes to see what was on the shelves. Now here's a show that shows you how the stuff's done. And we have a massive writing, emailing campaign going on right now with Sci-Fi to just kind of help inspire them to give us that second season and a different time slot. But that's season 2 at monstermanfans.com. Just you write to that, that'll get to Sci-Fi.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, I love the purple.
Oh, thank you.
That's all the time we have for this episode of ICS. We want to thank our guest, Agent Black from the Ultimate Effects Nerd team for dropping by, as well as filmmakers William Malone, Shawn Haran, Art Brainard, Joe Badiali, and Steve Shea.
We hope you learned something new, saw something that you loved, or got inspired to get off your couch and go make a movie of your own. Who knows? It might be good enough for us to screen on the next Indie Cinema Showcase.
Until then, the set is closed, and as they say in the movie business, that's a wrap. We'll see you next time.